What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are getting into the new Falling in Reverse album. We're doing all of Popular Monster, and I'm excited because I love Falling in Reverse. I'm not under a rock. I know a good bit of these songs, but this is more of a how the album connects together, how all the videos connect together, because I know the whole thing is like a story. So we're gonna do that. Plus, there's some new release songs on here that I have not heard yet, so we're gonna get into that. And we're going to do it kind of like the same way we did the Warning, where we do the full album review. That goes on Patreon, then we'll break it up into individual videos. We'll throw that up on YouTube. And it's kind of the plan, man. So let's get into it. As always, if you guys enjoy, smash the like, subscribe, check out the Patreon, the merch store, the football podcast. Everything's linked down below. And let's just jump in, see what we got, baby. Okay, first song off the album, Prequel, has a video already, which is cool. I don't know if every song is going to get a video, because I know there's like one or two that don't. But let's see what we got. Is this like Dune? Oh, wait.
Dear diary, I've been searching for a higher me. I'm in the sky in the pilot seat, trying to stop my mind from spiraling, and that's irony. I'm just looking for a resolution. I just want to be a better human, but it's hard when everybody's acting stupid.
Crown of Thorns.
That came off rude. I just have a bad attitude with the world and not just with you. It's the side effects of abuse. I admit I'm a little strange. I don't think that I'll ever change.
We're back to that. Okay, you know what's really sick is they're already connecting videos. Because in Watch the World Burn, this is your scene. It's like the Star Wars scene from the new movies that are awful. But you get the point. It's like that same over. So they're already connecting videos, which is cool.
Life of pain, you could say I escaped my fate.
That's a callback to when he was in Escape the Fate. That's funny. They're on good terms now, but that did not end well because he, like, when he went to jail, the band just said fuck you and moved on to the next guy.
Cynical, egotistical, unpredictable, hard criminal, and I can be a little hypocritical, but I'll admit it straight to your face. I'm unbreakable, irreplaceable, undeniably inspirational. I use everything I had available to make me the person I am today.
He did a good job of like embracing this like prequel thing.
Dear diary, I just had another wild dream. I was in a world that admired me, and when I woke up I was smiling, and that's irony. You talk a lot but you don't even know me. I'm just hoping that my testimony will inspire y'all to stop acting phony. Pardon me if that came off weird. I don't mean to be mean, I swear. I have been through a lot this year. I just want to make a few things clear. I don't like it when people hate behind my back and not
so
in my
cool.
face. Nowadays it just feels so fake, so I'll cut the grass to expose the snakes. I'm unstoppable, it's impossible. You don't want to see the diabolical. Trying to be that never stops is volatile, so I suggest you stay in your lane. I'm unapologetic, you know where.
So I'm curious to see if they kind of wrap this up in, is this where the werewolf thing comes from? Because his eyes turn red like they do. So I'm curious to see if like this is kind of how that started, because the Crown of Thorns basically got absorbed into his brain. So
it's headed, I will never ever let up off the pedal. I got the spirit of every warrior in me. Ever back the fuck up, get out my face. You're a slave to labor and you praise the fascists. You kiss the hand that takes half in taxes, faking outrage and being seen. A generation with no self-esteem. It's time to rise up and stand against them. Break the chains and finally see the vision. We're post-traumatic from a broken system.
I'm understanding.
It's time to stand, it's time to fight. Don't be afraid to twist the knife. Your sacrifice to break the curse. Prepare to die, prepare to burn. Abandon hope, it's not enough. Cause all our
oh, that was sick. You see how his eyes like cleared up, like he could see now because Ronnie's standing over him.
Cause all our gods abandon us. Your sacrifice to break the curse. Light the match, watch it burn.
Holy shit. Yeah. So we're getting that And the angels are coming down. This is insane. So we're getting how, kind of, sort of, we're getting how he gets like laser eyes and shit. And like that he is the one kind of like meant to save us from the bullshit of society right now is kind of what he's putting out. That's kind of really cool. The problem is I have not seen Dune, so any Dune references I'm just not going to get. This is sick. God damn. I really wish I watched these fucking movies now. Is that his armor? Dude, alright, so everything is connected in a really fucking cool way. Alright, so we have to keep that rolling. I don't know the Dune references, but I do know his armor from the other videos, so that's really cool. Alright, so if you're watching the full album review, skip right here to the next one, and we'll jump in. God, all right. This is going to be cool, though, because I do know the song, but not like... I don't know how it's going to connect to Prequel and then connect to whatever songs after this on the album, so I'm kind of curious. Because... All right, before we get into it. At the end of Prequel is where he finds his armor, which I don't think he... No, he doesn't touch his armor till Watch the World Burn. So this is going to be interesting. All right, we'll just go. I'll figure it out as we go. This is probably my favorite song off the album, though. I love the song. I battle with depression, but the question still remains: is this post-traumatic stressing, or am I suppressing rage? And my doctor tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. Yeah, it's not a fucking phase. I just want to feel okay. Okay, yeah, I struggle with this bullshit every day, and it's probably because my demons simultaneously rage. It obliterates me. The strength overwrites me. I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. I'm a popular monster. Break down, falling into love, now we're falling apart. I'm a popular monster. All right, so there's going to be some interesting connections made here because this came out way longer ago than Prequel did, so I'm sure he had to kind of connect Prequel into this, not the other way around, which can be hard. So I don't know how much of the two videos really connect. All I can really come up with right now is like Prequel was very it was the prequel. This is where you came from. That's a really stupid statement, but you get the point. Like, this is where he found his armor. This is why he has the shit going on in his head, because they put that crown of thorns in his brain. And like, it was kind of one of those, I don't know if it was meant to be him just getting the crown of thorns and that's why he's the way he is, or if it was meant to be like he only got the crown of thorns, which is why he can see how fucking corrupt and fucked up the world is, while everybody else just kind of like accepts it and bows down to it. So that connection, I'm trying to figure out which way it goes, but this could be like once he bounces back to now, right? I don't know. I love this fucking song, though. I'm going nowhere like a rat trapped in a maze. Every wall that I don't know if he thinks that everything that happened in the prequel. I'm trying to piece this together like it's a storyline, which maybe it's not as much as I think it is. But knowing Ronnie, it might be. Maybe this like when he came back down to Earth after the prequel, he doesn't remember everything that happened quite yet, so he's going through this shit maybe. I don't know. I might be reaching too far with this now.
I try to keep a steady pace. How the fuck will I escape if I never close my case? Oh my god, I keep on stressing. Every second that I waste is another second sooner to a blessing I won't take. But my therapist will tell me that I'm going through a stage. Yeah, it's not a fucking stage. I just wanna feel okay. Okay, motherfucker, now you got my attention. I need to change a couple things, cause something is missing. And what if I was a lie? Tell you everything is fine. Every single fucking day, I get closer to the grave.
There's the eyes again. See, the eyes pop up again. The eyes happen in the prequel. The eyes happen here, where when he's like getting ready to transform, his eyes turn red or orange or whatever the fuck it is.
Everything is fine. Every single fucking day, I get closer to the grave. I am terrified. I'm not asleep and I will again. Crash my car just to feel again. Let out race me. To race me. I am lately. 'Cause I'm about to break down. Searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. I'm a popular monster. Break down. Falling into love, now we're falling apart. I'm a popular fucking monster. Here we go again, motherfucker.
Dude, that guttural, that just comes from such a deep fucking place, that scream. What I always wanted to... I never got to do this video because I knew the song before I started the channel. But we're going to kind of go for it here. I always really appreciate how he commits to this, like, running down the hallway scene. Like, he fucking fully committed to that for video's sake. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't half-ass it. He, like...
Searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. I'm a popular monster. Break down. Falling into love, now we're falling apart. I'm a popular fucking monster. Here we go again, motherfucker.
I love that. I love that.
We're sick and tired of wandering, praying to a God that you don't believe. You're searching for the truth in the lost and found. So the question I ask is, where the fuck is your God now? 'Cause I'm about to break down. Searching for a way out.
So...
I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer.
that... Hold on.
I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer.
That always gets me because this song came out right around when my daughter was born. So this back half of the song right here always got me so deeply that, like, that this might be a really, really, really... Oh, I never realized this fucking neck tattoo said that. It got me, like, deep because I feel this. Like, if you're in a deep, 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 dark place, you know what'll pull you out is that 100,000%. Now she's almost 3, so she's got like a personality and everything. Even more so now. It's like you have a bad day at work, you just come home and she runs up to you. That's it. It doesn't matter. Fucking world could be exploding outside that door. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel this shit hard. Showing the light out of the darkness, man. I'm telling you, if you have, especially a daughter, if you got a daughter, you fucking feel that, man. Ugh. Probably the best song off the album. And it might just be because I have that connection with the end of it, but I love that. I love that song. All right. So as far as connection to Prequel, there's a few that I can make, but this one came out so long ago that I don't think he had the full concept of what he wanted to do yet. Maybe he did. Maybe I'm just missing it. But the only thing I can really come up with is this is like, it's after, because the other one was Prequel, clearly. And it's like how when you come back down to it, the world's still a fucked up place. You know, like, I don't know. It's a fantastic song. Regardless, I might be reaching too far for these connections. Maybe not. I don't know. But we're going to just keep rolling with it. If you're watching the full album review, hang tight for a second. But let's get into some Jelly Roll. That sounded weird. Or delicious. That made it more weird. All right. Let's go. I'm going to kind of be looking for things to connect the videos now, because...
Yeah, I've been high and low, I've been sober, I've been fighting, searching for my love in all the wrong places.
Okay, one thing I can say is in Prequel, the angels come down and the demons come up, and they kind of touch him, and he kind of explodes, essentially. I wonder if that's where he got his unicorn. I think I'm reaching too far to connect these videos now.
Word up on the streets is
But not for nothing, maybe that's why he's in white now, and towards in a minute here, he's going to go all black in his outfit.
a bad reputation. Yeah,
I love this song, though.
had true blood, but that was true love. Gotta struggle back,
Oh, I never caught that. Did you see how it, like, makes him younger? The coin?
that was true.
Look at his face. He gets younger and, like, clean. I didn't catch that in the last one. And he's got a gold watch on him now. Okay, so you know what? There might be more of a connection here, because there's, like, a... he's got, like, godlike abilities after what happened in Prequel.
Gotta struggle back, like everywhere I look, every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. So someone save my soul, because all my life I've fucked up and I can't deny. I do my best to get it together. Told you
I love this song.
told you a million times. I just can't live like this
I love this song.
Yeah, I've been up and down, I've been through hell and back. I've had my share of drama, baby, please cut me some slack. I know you wanna get through to
I love this song.
me, but I
It's so
ain't my
good.
worst enemy. I may have true blood, but that was true love. Gotta struggle bad luck everywhere I look, every time I go right, everything goes wrong, and I self-destruct when I'm close to love. Better buckle down, giddy up, here we go, because all my life I've fucked up and I can't deny.
There's not as much of a connection as I can make here, but this video is just fantastic. So I got nothing. We can probably make some guesses as, like, he's good, he's evil. He has some kind of, like, godly ability because he gave the guy a coin, he got younger, he walked through a fucking line of bullets, didn't get shot. Pulled a straight flush in a poker. Like, just stupid things, maybe, that he's, like, a little bit godly. I don't know.
Best to get it together. Told you one time, told you a million times. I just can't live like this forever.
Gets shot, doesn't die.
Go.
I should have my Hoedown Breakdown hat. If you guys need a Hoedown Breakdown hat, go check out the merch store. I got mine upstairs. I should be fucking wearing it right now. God damn it.
All my
I love Granny popping out with the fucking... What do you even call that anymore? I'm so fucking out of it with... It's not an RPG. Whatever. We're gonna call it an RPG. Okay, so we're gonna assume some things here. There's not a hell of a lot of connection going on because this is like the fun song of the album, but there are some. What I'm getting is his kind of like godly abilities. He can't die. He doesn't fucking die from this. He's falling off a train track. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Huh. It's a lot of the good and evil. It's a lot of what he survived. Like he doesn't die. It really it plays more into Popular Monster than it does Prequel, because I'm kind of starting to think that Popular Monster, after everything that happens in Prequel, he goes back to like Earth. I'm really maybe making my own shit up here, but it's kind of cool to just do that anyway. He goes back and is now depressed and going through his shit, right? Turns into a werewolf. His daughter brings him out. Now there's that like white light in the doorway. He goes through and now he's trying to be better, right? We're trying to get better. We fucked up in the past, right? So maybe that's where we're off to. But he literally just fell off the tracks. So maybe that's a what do you call it when it's representing? My words are not here. It's too early in the morning. You get the point. Like, you fell off the wagon. You fell off the tracks. Like, literally in the video. So maybe that's a thing. So I don't know I forget what song comes after this. So let's see what song comes after this one. And maybe that actually is not me just making shit up as we go along here, because that almost makes sense. Like, you have Prequel, then you go into like the beginning, and then your daughter brings you back into the light and everything is better and you're trying to get better, and now at the end of this video he just fell off the tracks. That might be a thing. So let's get into the next video. If you're watching the full album review, hang tight for a sec. This is where I have the story so far. Prequel, he gets like godlike powers, all this other stuff to see through the bullshit of society. Cool. Next song was Popular Monster. I kind of thought that was like him going back to kind of Earth, back to reality, but not necessarily remembering what had happened, right? So he's just depressed and he's going through it, and then he turns into a werewolf, but his daughter pulls him into the light. Cool. All My Life is literally trying to get your shit back together. And at the end, he like literally falls off train tracks, so that could be off the wagon. And now we're getting into this. So this is like the story I'm making in my head so far. I don't know if it's accurate, if I'm just like retarded, but let's see. See? Okay. That kind of solidified, not necessarily, but it kind of reaffirms what I'm saying. Is like everything was fine, everything was good, and then now it's not again, you know? So that might kind of make sense. Okay. Maybe they're the same people from Prequel, sort of. and they just reawakened the shit inside of him. That kind of makes sense. So like they put the crown of thorns in him in Prequel, then maybe sent him back down, and then he didn't remember what had happened. So now you got Popular Monster, where he's just going through depression and all the bullshit of the world. All my life is he's trying to get it back together, and now it's like, oh wait, here's your reminder of what had happened. I don't know. And now he's like going full bore with the powers and all that shit.
I'll pull the trigger, give a bullet to a stranger. Nice. I pull from the depths of the face chamber. Pull the trigger, give a bullet to a stranger.
But like once again, he's getting shot at and he's not getting hit. I feel like that symbolizes like he's always taking shots, but he's never actually getting hit. You know, that happens a lot. Yeah, now he goes into a wolf. I love Tech, dude. I'm going to see them in September, and Tech's there, and I really hope they do this song together. Like, I really, really do.
Design the opposite of a divine. No! The hell is in front of you, set him behind. I can feel every sign of a human decline. I'm believing the time is upon us when all of our people are blind. Yo! Rain, saw it falling from a tower's dead plane. Head bang, Mandalay Bay Hotel out of lead cane. Sex change could get you caught up in death range. He played sane, but really imitating Ed Gein. How do we get this way? Nigga, that shit to say when we get this way. Having a fit today, so you wanna make a bitch today. My son's mom, when gone, it was really wrong. I thought it was gone. The vomit, searching for my son, but I didn't go John Muhammad. So the devil's right here on this level, wipe tears. Cause when rebels ready to pop the heavy metal, I fear. Abomination, they've been faking consecration, hating, wasting education. Got the killer on the killer, gotta chase him. Go! Go! Spiraling out of control and deeper down the rabbit.
Alex's mask. So like this is where I think he gets his full-blown powers, right? Like Tech essentially sends him down to hell to fight the devil, and I'm assuming he ends up winning, and then he comes back, and I think the song after this is Watch the World Burn, which makes sense. So we're kind of making a full story here. So, okay, so he also got his armor from Prequel, but this is the first time he's wearing it. So that's interesting because he found it, but Tech just gave it to him. Sort of. Oh, don't even get me started on Sunday Ticket. The NFL can go fuck themselves with that one. Ugh. All right. So we're trying to make connections. I love that song. It's a fantastic song. We're not here for the music review because we've done that already. Okay. So the story up to this point that I think we have. Prequel happens. He gets the crown of thorns in his head, which makes him be able to see through the bullshit of society. He has, he finds his armor and like the Dune thing. I really can't come up with anything other than like maybe he just gets sent back to reality in Popular Monster because he's depressed. He doesn't really have like any godly powers technically turns into a werewolf. His daughter brings him into the light. Then you have All My Life, where everything's kind of happy, but he fucks it up, and then literally falls off the train tracks. Then in this, it starts with everything was okay, but then I realized the world's a fucked up place, and then goes into this whole thing, and then those godlike people give him or reawaken him or some shit, and then he goes and sees Tech, and then he gets his armor back. He fights Alex, and I think wins, and now we're going into the next one. So this is... It's so hard because nothing is... He's not making anything easy. Like, he's not saying, here's the story, you're welcome. It's like, figure it out, motherfucker. Which is really cool. So we're going to jump into the next one. I don't remember which one is next. It might be Voices in My Head, actually, not Watch the World Burn. So we're going to go into Voices in My Head, but it actually would make a lot of sense because if you literally went down to hell and fought the devil Alex. Now, in the beginning of Voices in My Head, he's in a insane asylum in a cage. I'm also maybe crazy and just making shit up. So let's just see what we got. I love this song. I know this song, so it's not that, but we're going to try and make connections with the rest of the album. So let's get into it, baby. Let's go. All right.
The voices in my head keep on telling.
This whole video takes place inside of his brain too, so it's like that really makes sense. He's like internally dealing with everything.
Me to pray, cause I'm spinning like a carousel, circling the train. Hit the bottom of the bottle, I don't wanna feel the pain, but that is all I got for now. I don't wanna talk about the voices in my head keep on begging me to stay. If I pull the trigger now, then the demons go away. And I know my time is coming, so there ain't no time to waste. So that is all I got for now. I don't wanna talk about the voices in my head keep telling me to choose a side. It's heaven or hell, like it's do or die. I'm a sad boy, you know better. Please don't make this last forever. The voices in my head keep telling me I'm
It's so good. They did such a good job of him killing himself over and over.
It's feeling like a hurricane in my brain. Dark clouds, hard times, bad weather. Please don't make this last forever. The voices in my head keep on telling me I'm gonna. And I don't wanna talk about the trauma. They're telling me I'm fine, but we both know that's a fucking lie. I'm losing my mind, but I don't wanna talk about it.
This is zombified. So this is where you're gonna get a little bit of like the timeline's fucked up because the songs came out so differently. So you got zombified popping up in the TikTok thing before. God, I gotta sneeze. Before it's even out on the album. So like, there's gonna be a little bit of stuff where it doesn't make sense at all, just because I'm sure the entire time he was making this album, it didn't come down to like, we have to follow like a structure for it all to make sense. I'm sure there was a lot of just like making the songs, you know what I mean? Like you go through it, but it's also, this is all happening inside his head. So maybe zombified, you know, I'll just make the stupid connection to make it make sense. Zombified was in his head, but it hadn't come out yet. Oh, boom, done.
In my head keep giving me the worst advice. Kamikaze crash like a suicide.
Has anybody confirmed if that was an MGK shot or not? Because it seems like it was an MGK shot, but I think him and MGK are cool. I don't know.
I'm a lost boy, you know better. Please don't make this last forever. The voices in my head keep telling me that I'm insane, and maybe I'm a little bit that won't change.
Popular monster, Ronnie.
Please don't make this last forever. The voices in my head keep on telling me I'm gonna. And I don't wanna talk about the trauma. They're telling me I'm fine, but we both know that's a fucking lie. I'm losing my mind, but I don't wanna talk about. Voices in my head keep on telling me I'm cursed. I'm paranoid. I don't want.
I love the fact that he did his own stunts for this part coming up. That's ridiculous, dude.
Wanna make it any worse. We're all gonna die, but first things first. I'm gonna take the world with me when they put me in the dirt. The voices in my head keep on telling me I'm cursed. I'm paranoid, I don't wanna make it any worse. We're all gonna die, but first things first, I'ma take the world with me when they put me in the dirt. Move!
That's my favorite part of that breakdown, is how they synced it up to the video, dude. I love that. Hold up. Okay, I'm making some connection. I think this would be the city that he burns down in Watch the World Burn, which happens next. So it's still fine. Everything's fine. Now, granted, this video takes place in his head, so it's... But your shit inside your head's a representation of the shit you're seeing in real life, right? So if this city is in real life, then Watch the World Burn, he fucks this city up. There's a connection. Oh, so good. Yeah, and now the cage door is open and he wakes up. So it makes sense that this would be him going through everything. Especially, dude, not for nothing. Like, if we're going chronologically, if you just fought the devil and you come back to Earth, you'd be a little bit nuts. So, like, you spend some time in an asylum. You're inside your head. Now he's kind of dealt with it. He's good. So we're going to go in to Watch the World Burn, which kind of proves that he's not good because he fucks everybody up. But you get the point. So this is... dude, I really might be just making shit up, but it's kind of fun anyway, so whatever. Oh, man. Alright, so there's voices in my head. And I think we might be getting somewhere. We might be just making shit up. But either way, it's kind of fun. And that's the point. You get to interpret shit your own way and come up with your own shit. It's not like a direct, here's your fucking story. Have fun with it. Ronnie's leaving a lot out here to interpret, which is really fun. Oh, my leg is asleep. All right, so that's kind of where I think we're at with this one. Catch you in it. Let's get going. What the hell was that? Was that a fly or a dog hair? Yeah. All right, let's go.
I'm the bad guy, I'm a savage, I'm obsessive.
Okay, before we get into it, this song comes right after Voices in My Head, where he got out of the cage. So the story we're building so far, I'm going to really give you a synopsis really, really quick. Prequel. Gets the crown of thorns, so he sees through the bullshit of the world. Finds his suit. Popular monster. I think he kind of comes back to reality. Doesn't necessarily remember everything that happened in Prequel. Is depressed, whatever. His daughter brings him out of it. All my life, he's happy, but then he fucks it up, goes to jail, or robs a bank. And at the end of the video, literally falls off the train tracks, like falling off the wagon. Then it goes into Ronald, where the first line of the fucking song is, everything was okay, now it's not, essentially. Meets up with those Gotti things. They kind of reawaken his powers. He meets up with Tech, gets his armor again, goes, fights Alex the demon. I think wins. Then Voices in My Head, he is going through the bullshit in his mind of like everything that's happened so far. And at the end of the video, he wakes up, cage doors open. Now we're getting into this one. So
I'm dramatic, I'm a loner, I'm an addict, I'm so goddamn problematic. I'm the bad guy, I'm a loser, I'm a psycho, believe the rumors. I got bad thoughts, I got bad vibes, I don't act right. right, it's nice to meet you. Cause I'm the bad guy, I got baggage. I am fucked up, I am damaged. My opinion, you're offended. I'm an asshole, stop pretending. I'm the bad guy, they're calling me crazy. I'm feeling it lately, I think that I may be. Cause I'm the bad guy, they're calling me shady. I feel like I'm changing, I feel like I'm changing. Cause I'm the bad guy, I'm a savage. I'm obsessive, I'm dramatic.
Damn, that hits hard.
I'm the bad guy.
Okay. As a song, it's straightforward. It's this is who I am, like it or not kind of thing. As far as it relating to the album, and this might be a stretch, but when you wake up from Voices in My Head, maybe this is his accepting of what he is, accepting of everything that's happened and accepting of what he is. And that's kind of all it is. And I mean, that makes sense too. So that might be the connection here.
You're pathetic, fuck your feelings.
It's like an acceptance.
If I'm a loser and you don't like me, I drop the pin now, come and try me. And I'm the bad guy, calling me crazy. I'm feeling it lately, I think that I may be. Cause I'm the bad guy, calling me shady. I feel like I'm changing, I feel like I'm changing. Cause I'm the bad guy, I'm a savage. I'm obsessive, I'm dramatic. I'm a loner, I'm an addict. I'm so goddamn problematic. I'm the bad guy.
I need to put another hat right here, don't I? Like right up here. I'll put a hat. I need another hat for there.
I'm a loser, I'm a psycho, believe the rumors. I got bad thoughts, I got bad vibes. I don't act right, it's nice to meet you. Cause I'm the bad guy, and life is tragic. The walls are padded, or maybe I'm just melodramatic. It's a rare condition, it's self-inflicted. Get me out of my head.
Ooh, that line makes sense. Get me out of my head when we just came from Voices in My Head. There's something there.
He's a savage, he's
There's Soraya.
obsessive, he's dramatic, he's a loner, he's an addict, he's so goddamn problematic.
Cause I'm the bad guy, I'm a loser, I'm a psycho, believe the rumors. I got bad thoughts, I got bad vibes. I don't act right, it's nice to meet you. Cause I'm the bad guy. I got
Yeah.
bad thoughts, I got bad vibes. I don't act right, it's nice to meet you.
Okay. Okay. I think that makes sense to me. Is like, this is him just accepting everything that's happened, accepting that he's not necessarily the most perfect human being, you know, like, but this is who I am. Deal with it. That might be what this one is. It's his accepting this and ready to move on to the next thing, which I think is Watch the World Burn. All right. So that was fun. Where's my music? Oh, we're doing this shit. That was cool. I like the song as a whole, but I really think the connection to the album is that like he really is. This is his accepting of where he's at, who he is, where he's at, everything that's happened. Let's move on, which ironically is Watch the World Burn. So, where we left off is we went through the prequel. He got his crown of thorns. He got his powers, whatever. It goes back to Popular Monster. I think that is more of a, like, welcome back to reality. I'm depressed. I got a lot to deal with. Daughter pulls him out of it. All my life is my daughter's made my life better. Everything's good. But then he goes and fucks up again. He robs a bank, falls off the tracks at the end of the video, literally. Then goes into Ronald, where he goes, everything was fine. World's fucked up. Meets up with these god things. They give him all of his abilities back. Meets up with Tech, gives him his armor back, goes and fights Alex. I think wins. Then Voices in My Head might be him dealing with all of that horse shit. And then at the end of the video, the cage opens and he's dealing and everything's kind of dealt with. And then bad guy is literally him saying, this is who I am. This is what I am. Like it or not, this is where we are. And now we're at Watch the World Burn. So we're making sense. Everything's starting to kind of click together, I think. Great song. I love this song. But now, if he's dealt with who he is and this is who he is, now this is where we are with, like, I know who I am, so watch the fuck out. Which makes sense. Everything makes sense.
Yeah, I got voices in my head again. Tread carefully, and I don't medicate, it helps me temporarily. I got problems, I got issues, yeah, apparently. Trauma that I'm burying, I think I need some therapy. I battled depression, I'm back with a message. I'm asking the question that if you hate me, why you acting obsessive? I'm past the point and no return, fuck being passive aggressive. I'll brandish a weapon, teach all you motherfuckers a lesson. Yeah. I actually battle my demons and shallows, and swimming the deep and the creep in the shallows. I'm lost. Gotta admit that I'm living the life that I've always wanted, but it comes to the cost. Yeah. They're licking the jar, they're fixing to rip me apart. I'm swimming with sharks, I'm lifting the bar, I'm lifting the end of the stars. I like I shot up a adrenaline, mixed with some redolence. Started a battle, but bitch, I'm gonna finish it. Think you can stop me, not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Picking my words when you're picking apart. Tripping on nothing, just get in the car. Ripping and ripping and sticking the mark. I'm tipping the charts. I got enemies trying.
It seems like that's exactly what this is I know who I am now. And everybody else can get the fuck out of my way. You know what I mean? Like, now that we're watching this in the context of the entire album, that's what this feels like to me.
To get rid of me, evil tendencies are fucking with me mentally. I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy, you were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never wanna go. Yeah, I got dirt on people, but they act like I don't know. Yeah, I can do some damage, but I'll never rock the boat. All it takes is one post, watch them fall like dominoes. You'll never get rid of me, too many enemies ripping my image from you to my history.
I love this. So this is one of the things I was saying is, in the beginning of Prequel, we have the same kind of Star Wars thing going on when he gets the Crown of Thorns. So I'm curious. I mean, obviously he's a Star Wars fan, so there's that. But like, that's kind of just the layout. There's definitely more to it than that. Are these guys wearing the same masks as Prequel too? I think they are.
Somebody send me some positive energy. I'm about to go dark. I'm about to go dizzy into the darkness, into infinity. You shut you motherfuckers up. Listening? Stacking every little pretty penny that I'm getting, and I'm never giving in to anybody. Always winning, never kidding. When I die, I'm taking everybody with me. You're never gonna get me, cause you never see it simple. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking god. You're a light gone. I'm a time on. I'm vibes wrong. This is my god. I'm killing the syllables of the letter of Philip. I'm a lyrical, typical super villain. I'm venomous, and I'm never gonna stop until they put me on top of the list.
So, other than the creepy nuns, oh my god, this kid, my daughter is just running. That's all I hear right now. So everything that happens, he goes, meets up with the devil. Devil sends him back. Then we have our Queen moment because we know Ronnie loves Freddy and Queen. So that's a little homage here, except for they're all dead and scary. And now he's sent back fully with his armor and his powers and all this shit. So there is definitely a story link here for all the songs, for sure.
Control the monster any longer that's inside. The pain and sorrow left us solo. No tomorrows hard to swallow. Death is calling, so I'm crawling. Tightrope walking, now I'm falling down. Like missiles falling from the sky. Coming to save us. Pain and sorrow left us solo. Here today, but gone tomorrow.
Pain inside is the fuel that drives this flesh and bone through blood-red skies. The death-defying, hypnotizing.
One day you're gonna figure out that everything they taught you was a lie. Watch the world burn.
It's so crazy to watch this in the context of the album because this is the first song he did the laser eye thing, like in release order, but in album order it's like 3 or 4. And it's cool to see like how he got to this in the story, man. There's no way that this album is not some sort of a conceptual story. Like, there's no way. It's not necessarily like obvious. Like, you got to kind of really think about it and how it all works together, but it works together. It really does. And I stand by, this is the same city from Voices in My Head. Now, granted, Voices in My Head was in his head, but like I said in that video, it's a representation of the world out in reality, right? When you dream of shit that's in real life. So that could have just been a representation of the city, and now he's burning the legitimate city to the ground. This is also probably the same city from Ronald. Like, everything is revolving around this kind of same thing. Yep. Fucking fantastic. I love that song. That's such a good song, man. Okay, so we're making sense. We're making sense because we got to the point of what I said where everything leads up to bad guy, where he accepts who he is. This is who I am. Now this song comes through and it's, this is who I am. Get the fuck out of my way. And watch, like, I don't want to just be cheesy and say, watch the world burn, but that's pretty much what it is. Like, get out of my way. Let me do me. Don't push me to the point of going nuclear, because that's essentially what happens. So the story is making sense. Now, I don't remember what song comes after this, because now we're getting interesting. I know the end of the album is Last Resort, where he kind of reverts everything back to, he like cleanses the world. Everything comes back, which makes sense. So let's see what happens in between him lighting everything the fuck up and bringing it all back, because that's kind of where we're at. So if you're here for the full album review, stay tuned. We'll be right there. And we're just going to jump in and see what else we can try and pull out of our ass with this album. Let's get into it, baby.
We're the land of the free. We're the home of the brave. Freedom of speech. That's what they say. We're taking a stand. We're making demands.
It's a short song.
We're protecting the children. We got blood on our hands. This is irrelevant, but you keep backing that shit for the hell of it. And you keep acting like you don't got skeletons up in your closet that you don't want dwelling in. Pushing the narrative, aren't you proud to be an American? There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Bombs away, kiss it goodbye. Stay down. Goodbye.
Okay, so quick, what I'm getting out of this is more of, I don't necessarily know that this one ties into the album story as much, but it's still the same thing of like, A, I'm going to say what I want to say. B, the US government's fucking corrupt as shit, essentially. We need to get them the fuck out.
Pledge of allegiance into the unknown.
Yeah, that's big. You're pledging of allegiance to what anymore? Because a lot of these people are so fucking far gone that they're just ruining everything, you know?
Trust in your leaders. Bow to the throne.
Yup.
Resistance is futile. Comply if you can. Trust in your government. We got blood on our hands. This is irrelevant, but you keep backing that shit for the hell of it. And you keep acting like you don't got skeletons up in your closet that you don't want dwelling in. I'm pushing the narrative, aren't you proud to be an American? There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Bombs away, kiss it goodbye. Stay down or fall like the rest of them. One nation under a BVI.
Wait, this is definitely a, we have to, if we don't do something, we're all fucked, essentially. This is true.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Bombs away, kiss it goodbye.
Dude, Dude, I'm a guitar player, but I love the fact that that was a piano solo, not a guitar solo. It's just, people don't do piano solos anymore. And, oh, that was awesome.
Down or fall like the rest of them. One nation under oblivion. I don't want drama, but I'm gonna say what I wanna. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Bombs away, kiss it goodbye.
Yeah.
Kiss it goodbye.
That was a shorty. That was a real shorty. Okay, so that one was really just if we don't do something about our government and the situation we're in right now, we're going to lose it all. You know, that's really what that one was. All right, cool. So we're making sense. We're definitely making sense. So this one really didn't tie in as much to the album, but it was of the same. We need to be able to protect our freedom of speech and everything else and do what we need to do. And if we don't do something soon, we're going to lose all of it. So it didn't necessarily tie into the story as much, but it definitely is the same theme. So that was really cool. I like that one just as a song itself. This isn't the outro. This is the intro. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got. Fucking great. You know, I never caught that hotel sign falling. I never even realized that. That's the thing with these videos. You watch them and watch them and watch them, but you can always find something that you missed. Okay, not for nothing. I'm thinking about this more. This makes even more sense because trigger warning was about if we don't do something, we don't stand up and fight for basically ourselves, we're going to lose our country. And this song has a lot to do with falling in line and following you turn into a zombie. So it does make sense.
Zombified.
Under your bed, cause they are the voices in your head.
There's a callback to that song. I want your brains. This actually really ties in to trigger warning a lot more than I thought initially, because then you just had the Uncle Sam, I want you.
They said we become the walking dead.
Oh, why did that zombie just get eaten? I don't even remember that part. I never realized that. We're gonna kind of look how much the TVs cost. That's crazy. Yeah, see, like, this is the theme of this song, really, is a lot of these people look themselves in the mirror and think they're wonderful and beautiful, but they're following everyone else like a bunch of fucking zombies, or following the narrative like a bunch of zombies. And that's the whole theme of the song, which really ties into the last, like, 3. Like, if you're going album-wise, it makes sense, because you're following this theme of if you don't comply, you're an outcast. But if you do comply, you're a zombie and you can't think for yourself. You know? Damn.
You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue, 'cause you don't wanna piss off anyone.
ties into trigger warning a lot. So does that.
Everybody's on the edge. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. They won't stop till everybody's on the fight.
I love the fucking mic stand little thing there.
They're pumping us with lies like it's full of
Oh, did I just catch Ronnie in a thing? I mean, granted, they're not real. They're not real anyway. But hold on, I gotta see something just to. They're empty mag wells.
lies like it's full of we're dead inside. Goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know we're hypnotized. They won't stop till you're
Don't be fine.
feeding off your broken mind. They won't die, they multiply. We become so fucking blind. They won't stop till you're zombified.
We're back to the glowing eyes thing too.
Pick it up.
I need to know if that really is a little cap off to David Draymond. Like, it's so obvious to me, but that's because I'm a Disturbed fan, so maybe it's just not. But I don't know if this song came out around the time that Disturbed was getting shit because they were saying I forget what the fuck it even was because it doesn't even matter, but it was something like they were about to get canceled because they did something that pissed somebody off. I don't fucking know. So it could be that they threw that in there as like a nod to Disturbed. I'm not sure.
Now everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. They're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know we're hypnotized. Won't stop till you're. They won't stop till I'm. They won't stop till we're zombified.
Don't be fine.
It's so good. It's so good, man. There's actually a lot more to connect here to the story that I'm coming up with, I think, than anything else. But God, I love that song. Okay. So here's what I think we got so far. I'm going to pull up the album song list so I don't forget any. Okay. Prequel, he gets his powers, gets the thorns, the crown of thorns, so he can see through all the bullshit. He finds his suit. Popular Monster, I really think, is like him set back to reality. He's depressed. He's going through life. It sucks. His daughter pulls him out. All my life, he's happy. Everything makes sense. And then he falls off the rails, literal train rails at the end of the video, robs a bank, all that shit. Ronald, he's realizing that the world isn't great. Like, he thought everything was fine. It's not. Then he gets his power back. Meets with Tech. Tech gives him his armor back. Fights Alex and wins, I think, and whatever. Then you go to Voices in My Head. So maybe he's dealing with everything that's happened inside of his head right now up until this point. He's going through it. At the end of the video, cage door opens. His eyes are open. He's ready to go. Bad guy comes out. It's more of a, this is who I am. This is what I am. Deal with it or not, but it's true type song. Watch the World Burn is, I know who I am now. I know what I can do. Don't get in my way. Don't piss me off, or this is what's going to happen. Trigger Warning is kind of the same theme of if we don't do something soon and we keep just complying, we're going to lose our country and lose who we all are. Right? Zombified is kind of the, like, after the Watch the World Burn thing, where like, this is what everybody will become if we don't do something. Everyone will be zombies. which they kind of already are. If you don't follow the same thing, you get eaten. That's why that one zombie got eaten, because he was having a burger, I think, instead of brains. So that whole theme keeps going, right? So now we're going to jump into No Fear and then Last Resort. So we got 2 more. Ronnie's killing it, so let's roll, baby. Let's go. All right, no video, so just lyrics. Yep.
People have gotten worse. I'm thinking we need to purge, cause the world's in a decline. Obsessed, everybody is stressed, everybody's a slave, everybody's oppressed. Like nowadays, people are too afraid of saying what's on your mind, cause the world's in a flatline. They wanna call me a nuisance just because I'm not afraid of giving my 2 cents. It's stupid. They try to tell me I'm ruthless cause I respond back to all the rudeness you spit. It's abusive. I never claimed to be a rapper, you did. I never woke up and chose violence. It's useless. Homie, if the shoe fits, then prove it. You do a lot of talking, but you're not gonna do shit. My fuse fit. You just made my shit to do this. When you push me past the point of no return, I'm ruthless. Like, oh shit, I'm the exorcist of music, cause I got so many fucking heads spinning. It's stupid.
Dude, so this really is, after Watch the World Burn and Zombified and all that shit, this is really just like, I fucking told you so. I told you what would happen, and that's what happened, right?
Bitch, I'm the one you excluded. You wanna talk about equality, but I'm not included. I think it's funny and ironic, and it's pretty amusing. You prove my whole point by this chorus I'm doing. It's like nowadays, people are too afraid to say what's on your minds, like stepping on a landmine. Nowadays, people have gotten worse. I'm thinking we need to purge, cause the world's in a decline. Obsessed, everybody is stressed, everybody's a slave, everybody's oppressed. Like nowadays, people are too afraid to say what's on your mind, cause the world's in a flatline. And while we're on the subject of this, I got a couple things I wanna get off of my chest. I don't mind when a band sees another success and gets inspired to copy, and I cannot respect, and you could go to.
That's just a motionless white call out. That's a Chris motionless call out as fuck. And it's kind of true if you look into it, but I'm not going to get into that.
My label, my director, my producer, but you'll never get that magic at the level I do it. You motherfuckers keep on acting like I never influenced an entire generation. I'm the antithesis to it. You went from rock to rap, but I did that first. You went from rap back to rock, cause the rap didn't work. That's worse. You're acting like you never heard of me, homie, but everybody that I know truly knows you're baloney. And people throwing accusations at me knowing it's phony just to get a reaction out because they're bored and they're lonely. If only I could have told what I know being 40 to the younger me, then this would have been a different story because
God damn. He's showing his rapping chops off in this one too. It's more of a flow than like just the chopper type shit he did in like Watch the World Burn. It's like, this is more of a flow. This is cool, man. It really is just showing off his chops, but it's doing the same thing. It's saying like, this is what I told you was going to happen if you went too far, and that's what happened. So it is still tying back to the album's like theme and story.
Suicidal thoughts got you tying knots, got my rivals in denial to their fucking vital stop. There ain't a single person on this fucking planet that can top what I'm doing with this music. I'm just waiting for the top light. I'm just waiting for that.
Oh, what a tease. Motherfucker, he just let you have it and took it back away. Oh.
But I wish that motherfucker would tell me where to stop. My time of bitches got me feeling like I'm in the prison. Walls are closing in on me and I'm sick and tired of living in it. But every minute that I'm living's like a mission, I'll admit it. But I'm grateful for that shit I'm giving. Cause it turned me to a monster. I just keep on getting stronger. I'm not waiting any longer. Either conquer every genre like I'm Genghis Khan, or drop you like a helicopter into 60 pieces like I'm Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oof. Oof. He just tied all of it together, man. He dropped the chopper in Ronald. What the fuck was it? The Dahmer thing I got because that was Watch the World Burn at the end where he just chopped everybody up. Yeah. That's sick. So he's just tying it all in.
I'm going insane. There's something that's wrong with my brain. I'm colder than a frozen lake. Death is a heartbeat away. Don't take that face from that motherfucking dead. Take face back down to the one to see the show.
I feel like he's making fun of somebody with this bit. I don't know enough about rap, but I really feel like he's making fun of somebody with this little bit here.
Step up, motherfucker, let's go. And I know that you don't want to smoke. Fuck around and up a ghost. Thinking you know me, you don't. Fuck out my face and you won't.
Wow. So that really tied everything in. This song really, really wrapped everything into a bow almost. And then Falling in Reverse. The Last Resort is going to be like the send-off. Oh, okay. I'm understanding. I think. All right, so we're making sense of everything that's happened in this album. This one really just kind of shocked it all up. So you started in the beginning with him dealing with everything, and we come to the end where he's dealt with it to a degree, and now it's I know who I am, don't push me, because you saw what happened and watched the world burn when you push. Just leave me the fuck alone. Like, but dude, this album is so cool. It's cool to be able to just like digest everything and try and figure out how it all fits together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. I know the song, I know the video, it's very good, but we are just tying everything up. We've done the whole album, so we're going to see how it ends and kind of how it ties into everything. So we're just going to jump in, man. I love this version. I know Jacoby loves this version. Everybody loves this fucking version because it's fantastic. So let's just jump in, man, and see if we can pull anything else out of this album or out of this song to see how it ties into the album. So let's get to it, baby. Yeah, and if you enjoy it, like, subscribe, all that stuff. So, after everything that's happened, he burned down the world. He's alone in this town, city.
No breathing, don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. This is my last resort.
It's so perfect.
Cut my life into pieces. Erase my last resort, suffocation.
So that line actually really helps tie it together, because after everything that's happened, this really is his last resort, last stand, last song, last everything. Like, it actually really ties in, which is impressive because it's not, he didn't write the song, so he had to make it kind of fit, you know?
No breathing, don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Do you even care if I die bleeding? Would it be wrong or it be right if I took my life tonight? Chances are that I might. Mutilation out of sight, and I'm contemplating suicide. I'm contemplating suicide. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody
you know what?
would tell me.
That note. Another thing is he's gotten rid of everybody, so now no one can tell him he's fine. Right? Like, that's kind of crazy too. Like, how this really does tie in perfectly to finish off this album.
I'm fine.
Like, he's alone.
I am fine.
Nice. That's so pretty.
I never realized I was spread too thin till it was too late and I was empty within, feeding on chaos and living in sin. Downward spiral, where do I begin? It all started when I lost my mother. No love for myself and no love for another. To find a lover at a higher level, finding nothing but questions and devils. 'Cause I'm losing my sight,
pain and agony that he puts into this song is so beautiful, man. And no one can hear him because they're all gone, dude. This ties into his album story so well. Dude, that also is kind of making sense. Cut my, like, I've never thought about it that way. Cut my life into pieces. But, like, you can kind of compartmentalize pieces of your, like, time periods of your life into sections. And I feel like he can very well do that with everything that's happened with him. You know? Pain in that note will forever be hauntingly beautiful. Oh my god. I got a story. Actually, I'm gonna tell this story really quick. My mom is not a harsh vocal person at all. She doesn't like it. She doesn't understand it. But I showed her the song to see what she thought, and she goes, that harsh vocal is actually perfect for the song because it's not just there to be there. It makes sense. He's crying out in pain. You know, like, it makes sense. I was like, wow, okay. Didn't expect that reaction. But for it to go through like that to a 73-year-old tells you how well this is done. That it connected to someone who doesn't like that at all, really, in music. What a perfect way to end an album off. Unbelievable. All right, so we're going to run through what I think the story is really quick, and then we're going to end this as a whole. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're watching the individual video, I hope you enjoyed, man. As always, like, subscribe, check out the Patreon and the merch store and all that stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. Later. But if you're watching the full video, I should have probably done that later, but let's go through it really quick. Prequel, he gets his crown of thorns to see through all the bullshit. He gets his powers. He finds his suit. Cool. Popular Monster, I think he goes back to reality, finds that it sucks, is depressed, goes through it, but his daughter kind of pulls him out of that and shows him the light. All my life, he's in the light. He comes down on a unicorn. Everything's happy, but then he kind of falls off the train tracks. Literally and figuratively robs a bank. No bueno. Ronald, he realizes life sucks. It's not all happy. Everything's kind of shit sometimes. And then he meets up with those god people that give him all of his powers back. He meets up with Tech 9. He gets his suit of armor back. He goes, he fights Alex the devil, and I think wins. So then in voices in his head, he's dealing with all of that internally. That's why he's in a cage. His eyes are closed. We go into his brain to see what's going on in there. He's fighting himself inside the city, just going through the shit. But at the end of the song, he opens his eyes and the door is open. Like he's dealt with it, right? Bad guy is really, I think I know who I am. I think I figured out what I am. Now you have to deal with it. Like, this is just what it is. Watch the World Burn is I know who I am. So don't push me too far because this is what will happen, right? So don't be a sheep, but don't push me too far. Right. Then trigger warning is a if we don't stand up and be individuals and stop being sheep in the herd, we're going to lose ourselves and lose our country and lose everything. Then you go into Zombified, which is this is what people turn into. And it's also after Watch the World Burn, because there's like an apocalyptic thing going on. But it's very much, this is what the world will turn into if everyone keeps being zombies and just following the narrative and not thinking for themselves in that sort of thing. No Fear is kind of the same message. Kind of wraps it up into a bow of like, this is what I told you was going to happen. If we don't do something about it, we're all fucked. So start not fearing being yourself. Stop just following the narrative blindly and think for yourself, right? And then Last Resort really does tie it all together. He's alone in the city that he burned down. Everybody's gone. He's crying out for help and somebody to be there. And there's no one left. So he has to learn that he has to be the one to put the pieces together for himself and kind of fix his own world. And that's where we're at. And in the end, he does. And then we get this beautiful fucking album. And the whole thing is amazing. So it really was a really cool journey. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you think I'm absolutely insane and I just made some shit up, that could be. But I think I kind of got somewhere with it. Maybe I'm on track. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But I thought it was really fun to make up my own thing. So let me know in the comments what you thought. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. And as always, if you did, make sure you subscribe. Check out the Patreon, the merch store. If you hear all the crap going on upstairs, I apologize. My daughter's running around like a nutcase. And yeah, Patreon, merch store, football podcast. Follow all this stuff. Everything's linked down below. I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll catch you in the next one, man. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. Later.